Hello, hello. It is me again. Thanks everyone for joining in, or the one viewer that we have right now. But that is perfectly fine. I can maybe show you some exclusive stuff then for sticking around. So, first of all, my outfit today. A lot of streamers I've seen for some reason wear a hat. I'm not sure. I tried to Google it and I didn't get like a good answer why that is. I saw some people mention that they wear a hat because then they don't have to wash their hair, or maybe they're insecure about their hair in some way, like it's getting gray or they're getting bald, or I don't know, whatever. So anyway, to fit in with that Twitch streamer crowd more, I decided to wear a hat today. And in addition, I'm wearing this baseball jacket. It's for the Orioles team, but I'm not like a specific team fan. I have clothes from all kinds of teams, so it doesn't really matter. So, what are we doing today then? Last week we did some pixel art for Office Management 101, and I drew the wall tiles, mostly wallpaper, but also this brick wall for the sewer kind of a building, underground kind of a building. And it came out pretty well, I think, actually. On the Discord I showed some pictures of how it looked like in the game. Let me see if I can find them. So how has your week been so far? It's Monday, but a lot of things can happen in one day. No, actually, what I meant to ask was how has your week been since the last stream? Okay, so here's one of the pictures. Now on this this screenshot, I'm still missing some of the stuff that I added later, like the wallpaper part here. Just one color, but that's because I didn't finish it yet at the time I took the screenshot. This is this part that I added then later. Let's see, what else? Same with this wall here, just some simple stripes. And this outside wall here, this I still have not finished, so we might do that today. This is this part. But actually not. I think I oversaved it. And this one has a bit of a different color than it has now here. This is more bluish, and when I made the screenshot it was still kinda brown or reddish. What else? Yeah, I think we can finish up that on today's stream. And also there are some more screenshots. Here you can see the sewer kind of tile outside. these parts were unfinished when I took the screenshot. Same here. So yeah, we're gonna do some of the wall tiles then. This needs finishing up, and this one. And then the rest I probably won't touch today, but after that, if we still have time, I'm gonna try and do some floor tiles as well. So that's the overall plan. And also hello to any late joiners that didn't get my greetings yet. Today also what I'm experimenting with is doing a sort of like a double stream. Usually I've done it on Twitch only, but I'm using this website called restream.io that enables me to stream to multiple places at the same time. So today I'm also streaming to YouTube. And if you happen to miss this stream, you can watch it back later on, both on Twitch and YouTube, hopefully. We'll see, there might still be something that I'm missing in all this. But let's hope it works out right. Okay, it's hard to hear me. Sorry about that. Is it better now? Yeah, I mean these sound levels, they're hard to get right every time because it depends on my computer's sound levels, and that might change within the week for any particular reason. And the microphone, I don't know. Maybe it's further from my mouth than it was last week, or maybe it's closer, or I don't know. Or maybe I touched some buttons on the mixer accidentally. Anyway, if you missed anything that I was talking about, I'll reiterate it quickly, just in case. Last week we made some wall tiles for Office Management 101. I didn't finish all of them. I'm gonna try to finish them today. The last two that I didn't finish it, and then we're gonna try and make some floor tiles as well. That's the plan. And in case you missed why I'm wearing these things, it's because I found that a lot of Twitch streamers wear hats for some reason. So I wanted to fit in with the crowd because, you know, whatever reason. And I'm also wearing this baseball jacket today for also no good reason except that I have been heavily involved in baseball in Estonia for quite a few years in my past. So yeah. That's that. Let's get started then. Just to verify quickly, is the sound levels okay now? If anyone wants to drop that in the chat, then that would be nice of you. So yeah, and if anyone wants to check if the YouTube stream works as well, then the link is in the Discord, but let me put it in the chat in Discord as well, or in the Twitch stream here. So just pick whichever platform suits you better. The chat text should be picked up from both of these, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, which is the easier one to start with? I think this one. So I think I can mostly just like copy paste some of it. Or you know, maybe I'll just redraw it. It's not that hard. Here, and the line should be here. I'll worry about the color later. Should be here, right? Looks about right to me. And then should be like this. How many pixels is the width? 4. Now, so what I've been doing this past week, some of you might have listened to it already, but I did an interview. I did an interview with a Polish researcher that is looking into the Estonian game development industry, and she's been interviewing different Estonian game developers for that, and she also recorded the whole thing. So I asked her for the recording, and after that I uploaded the recording, or the first part of it, to YouTube, so you can check that out if you haven't yet. Where to find it? But basically you can click on the YouTube link that I posted in the chat here, and then you can click on the channel and you can find the interview there. So that's the first part that I did. It was mostly about how I got started in the game development industry, what I've been doing since then, a little bit about Office Management 101, then a little bit about community management and marketing that I've done, some tips for other indies, and about indie game development in general. So it's about 40 minutes long, the first part. And what else? Yeah, the next episode should be coming up sometime this week when I clean up the audio a bit. I'll cut out some of the less interesting parts and some of the pauses. I noticed that I tend to pause a lot when I'm talking. So I'm trying to keep my eye on it a bit more when I'm doing this as well. But I think it's going to take me some time to get more better at it. It's also very Estonian-like, I think, to think slowly and take pauses, especially when speaking in English, because it's not my mother language. Is that the word? Mother language. And yeah, another thing that I noticed a lot that I do is which is also very Estonian. But you know, in some years maybe I'll get better at it one day. So now I want to change these colors. I think I can just take this and take this color and make it darker, and that should be it. Looks about right. Yep. One of the tools that I use sometimes is when I want to make a color that is like in the midpoint between two colors, like this lighter orange and this darker orange. Between those there's this like middle blurrier version of the color, and I have a website that I've been using for it. What was it called? Let's see. Color Blender. Okay. I put it on screen for a moment. Here we go. So, to do the same on this other side, I'll first pick the first color, which is this hex, whatever, bunch of numbers and letters here. And then I'll take the darker color and copy paste this hex over here. And now I take one midpoint blend. So if anyone wants to use this site for anything as well, then I can copy paste the link in the chat. There we go. And this is the middle color then. It just makes it convenient. So now I can do the same thing here. Here and here and you'll notice that there are differences though. And that's because of the isometric angle, it won't line up perfectly. So what I might do is move this up a little, then let's see. I mean, I guess it's going to stay like this. There's this pixel here that I can't place here because it's 3 pixels between these, but it's also 3 pixels here. And while it's 3 pixels here, it's going to be 4 here. So by that logic, I should add the blurry pixel here, but yeah. Just have to accept that it's not going to be perfect. So I'm gonna move this part up as well. And if you didn't understand what I was talking about just now, that's fine, because you know it's hard to explain. And just trust that it's complicated. Right? Whoopsie. Yeah. So I think this is done then. And that went fast. Wait. Sorry, I had to cough for a moment. probably take a sip of water. Let me mute my mic for a moment. I think most Twitch streamers drink energy drinks or Coca-Cola or something, right? But I mostly only drink water, just tap water. No soda, no nothing. I even gave up alcohol. I used to drink beer and other stuff as well sometimes, but not anymore, not anymore. So, if you want, take my example. It's not that hard. It's healthy. So, let's see. Just checking if I missed anything anywhere. Twitter, Discord, the chat. No, seems fine. So, yep. Okay, let's go on with the other wall then. Now this is going to be much harder. The problem is the same, that the angles are not going to be right for the other side. So a good example of it is here, the bare bones version of it. So let's take the bottom part, for example. The edge of this wall is the same edge as this one here. It just rotated, right? But the bottom part here is 1 pixel at the bottom and 2 at the top, right? But here, if it's just mirrored, then it's 3 darker pixels, then it's 3 lighter pixels, and then it's 3. So this part here is actually here. So probably no one would actually notice this in the game if I just mirrored it and did it that way. Also, like the one way you can notice it is the pattern sort of goes from bottom here to up here, so it's like diagonally going from actually I'm not sure which way it shows me on camera. Yeah, my camera is mirrored, so I think I have to show it this way. So it starts from here and goes from here to right. Starts bottom left. It's confusing to do it mirrored. I don't know why the camera is mirrored, by the way. Yeah, maybe because in that way it makes sense when I'm actually turning my head right now, and the chat monitor is on the right as well. So when I look here, now it looks like I'm looking at the chat box in the stream, right? Anyway, never mind all that. Whoops. So it flows. The best way would be to draw it on the screen, maybe. So it goes like this, right? But on this other mirrored part, it goes like this. Even though the pattern should go like this as well. So the question is it too much nitpicky? Should I just ignore that fact? Because with some stuff I've managed to solve it like somewhat at least. Let's see. Well, I didn't solve it here either. Or I don't know, maybe partially, but I mean, it's easier with just straight lines like these. Then it doesn't matter. But with more complex structures or patterns, that's how it is. I don't know. But I think I'm just going to be lazy about it and just, we'll live with it. So, what I can try is copy paste the bases like this, and I'll worry about these colors later, but whoops, why are you doing this? So yeah, but now it looks kinda jumbled, scrambled. So I don't think this is going to work either. You can't even tell it's the same pattern anymore. So yeah, I think I'm just going to mirror it and then see. But for that, I'm gonna copy this version here. And here we go. And then I'm just gonna try and do my best to sort of replicate it, at least the color placements. So most of it, the borders are this color. I'm gonna place these darker ones more or less like they are in the other side. Right here, and this is here maybe. I'm already kind of confused. So yeah. Okay, so you think it looks fine mirrored. Sometimes the suggestion of something works better because your brain compensates for the logic error. Yeah, I do agree with that. And what you say makes sense. Yep. So it doesn't have to be perfect. And it would have to take some like deep investigation to figure out that there's a problem in the first place. I'm pretty much doing it randomly now. I kind of lost track of where I was with the darker colors. The bottom ones should be easier. Like this maybe. Then there's some here. Here maybe, probably. Let's paste some here. Well, that should be fine then. And now this part. So what I did here was add some highlights at the corners. Not sure if you can even see it on stream. Same thing here, I'm not going to be perfect with these, but you know, as long as it kind of works, then it's fine. Let's do some darker bricks as well here, I think. Here, then this one maybe. Already colored this here, but I think I want to make it dark. Here, same here. Oh, by the way, hi Sorpas. Is that the way to pronounce it? Sorpas? Not sure. You're one of the moderators or something at the Vox Populi Minecraft server, right? I did mention it to the admin over there on the server. The zombie mold, that's his name. I mentioned him that I might actually do some Vox Populi Minecraft streams as well, possibly programming stuff. In case I don't think I've actually talked about it on the stream yet, but I've been programming some mods, plugins for the server lately, and I might do some of these Monday streams based on that. We'll see. So, like I've done so far, have been music streams and pixel art after that lately. So programming would sort of complete the triangle, you know. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, build something on the server instead. I did build like a small basic house there and start a village, but I think that the town that I created, the funds might have run out for it. I haven't checked in. I have to check. So yeah, where was I then? I was, I think, placing this one, then here, maybe here. Downy taxes, yeah. I did deposit some on the Downy account, but not a lot. So, it might be out. And this. Yeah, I'm not even sure right now which one of the 3 servers it was on. Gold, I think. There is 3 servers for Vox Populi. Gold, Diamond, and what's the third one? Let me check. Gold, Diamond, and Emerald. Yeah, of course. So yeah, I actually hadn't played Minecraft until then for a long time. But when I saw the job ad, I was immediately interested, because back in the day I used to run my own Minecraft server, and that was before I became a game developer. But yeah, mine was more like a vanilla survival server, and I hosted it for a couple of years, I think, even. And actually, I wasn't the original creator of that server. There was some other guy that created it originally, but I took it over when he stopped hosting it. So yeah, there's a 4th server, secret one. Interesting. Only APL knows about it. So now I'm bothered by this row here. But yeah, let me just put it in randomly and it's fine. So where was I with the Minecraft story? Oh, nice. Yeah, people are apparently super happy about the horse plugin that I fixed. That's nice to hear. Yeah, I do check in the chat there sometimes, but I did not notice anyone talking about it. I don't know. Must have missed it then. So yeah, but if anyone in watching right now is a Minecraft fan, or at least mildly interested, then go up, check out the server. I'll paste the link in the chat in a moment. And there we go. Yeah, we haven't really talked with Zombie Mold yet, but what the next project that I'm going to be working on will be, but we'll see. I'm definitely interested in continuing it. I've liked it really far. I really liked it so far, yeah. It's an interesting job. What I usually do is websites for clients. So something like this is like very much different from that. But it's also way more interesting. You know, especially since I'm a game developer as well, right? So now these highlights here. Again, I'm putting them down pretty randomly. As long as it sort of feels right, then it's fine. And now these white highlights here, maybe here. Here there is one already here. Here, I think. Well, I think it's done then. Just have to change the colors now. So oops. So like with other walls, what I've done is make the right part of them, or like this angle here, darker, so it's easier to understand the angles in the game. Like what's a good example of it from a screenshot? Let's see. Here's an interesting bug that I had a few weeks back. I showed this on my Discord, but I can show it here as well. What happened was I'm reworking how the rendering engine in the game works, and I made a bug in there somewhere, so it looked like this. It's kind of funny, but this is not what I wanted to show. And not this either. I made lots of screenshots of that bug. And this was kind of another version of that bug, where it loaded the wall sprites from the wrong sprite sheet. So if I zoom, whoops. If I zoom in here, maybe you'll see it uses grass for the wall tiles. This grass, I think. Anyway, I don't know, is this a good example? Maybe. Let me paste it here. So, yeah, for example, this is the lighter angle of the wall, and this is the darker angle of the wall. So just you can tell them apart better. So what I'm gonna do here is make the colors darker a bit. I could just use this adjustment here. Let's see how that works. I usually don't do it this way, but I can be lazy sometimes. This should be fine, I guess. But I did not change the color of the top part though, because this the top part, like how I envision it in some model in my head is like, say if it's a box, I don't know, like say this counter for example. So if the sun is shining from above somewhere, the top part gets the most sunlight, and one side gets a little bit less and the other side gets almost none, right? That's like the logic behind it. Of course, it doesn't really make sense when there's also lights in the game that come from another angles, but you know, we'll live with it. Because yeah, like say this candle is going to light the tables a little bit differently than but I think the brain sort of makes sense of it. Yeah, I missed a lot of chat meanwhile. Let's see. Looks like a cold office with all that outside exposure. Yeah, that was that bug picture. Yeah, definitely chilling. And yeah, and what else? What else? I think we're done with the walls. Right. So I'll save. And I'm not gonna put them in the game right now, or maybe I should. We could try it out. Would be something a little bit different to do. So let's run up the old engine. So just like Minecraft, my game is also made in Java. And even the base framework is the same. Although I have another layer in between there. Minecraft was made in, what's it called? Lightweight Java game library. I think that's it. And I'm using this library called tulevik.EU, which is built on top of the lightweight Java game library. Yeah. Complicated name to say out like that. So yeah, why I decided to make my game in Java was because libjdx was a pretty good option when I started making the game 6 years ago. And I originally wanted to make it a mobile game because it seemed to me that there weren't as many decent tycoon sort of mobile games back then. There still aren't many besides what Kairosoft is doing. But the more I worked on it, the more it started to feel like a PC game after all. So I gave up on the mobile part and now it's a PC game. The problem with libjdx and Java is that you can't really convert it I can't really easily convert it to consoles. For example, I can't release the game on Switch, for example, because then I'd have to do what Minecraft did and port the whole game to another programming language, or even harder, port a Java virtual machine to consoles, and that seems just too much for a small developer like me. So unfortunately, well, the game is going to be PC only, likely, unless it makes like bazillion dollars and I can hire someone to port the game for some reason, you know, whatever. But what I was now doing, the easiest, well, not the easiest way to replace or to showcase the walls in the game is to just overwrite the default ones. So let's take this one then, and the demo level uses this red ball. Oh yeah, I should make the minimized version as well. I didn't even think of that. I keep them separately, although in theory I could figure out some automation for it. So the game generates the minimized versions of the walls on its own, but yeah, I haven't done it so far. Maybe I won't. And what else? The other one that I did was this one. But I think I want to remove these few pixels here first, don't I? Actually, no, it's fine. Wait, no, I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, never mind. Just got confused for a moment. It happens. Slow in the head. And let's use the kitchen one then. I'm not even sure what kind of room would use this sort of wallpaper. Wallpaper. Wallpaper, yes. Do I have a Steam release planned? Yes. I have the Steam page up and hopefully I'll release into early access next year, but I've been hoping it for years already. And especially this year I've been very lazy with it. I haven't worked on it too much compared to previous years. So it's been kind of long time coming. So no, I don't have an official date for the release yet, but we'll see. I'll definitely try to announce it in all thinkable places. Do we need motivation, Riho? Not really. It's not about motivation. It's more about trying not to pressure myself. Because plenty of game developers burn themselves out working too hard. And I'm definitely trying not to do that. So I like to do all kinds of things. Keep myself kind of like fresh. Or why didn't it work? Oh yeah, right. I overwrote the wrong file. The one I wanted to overwrite was the map file. Just a moment. Yeah. Just in case there's something odd going on, I'll copy paste them again. But yeah, I wouldn't say that I have like a motivation problem really. This is a hobby for me after all. Mainly. So in the end, for me, what matters is that I enjoy it. And when I don't enjoy it, then I want to do something else. Sometimes, you know. But there's been a lot of talk about Bahamas today. And there is no Bahamas. Not for me. Because the reality is, without money, there is no way to market the game. And without marketing the game, it's not gonna make a lot of money. Mostly. I mean, I might still get lucky, but I'm not expecting to. So now I'm gonna cheat a bit. I have this debug feature. And I'm gonna remove some stuff. And throw away, so we can see the words better. Should I full screen the game, by the way? I don't know about Bahamas. I have never been to Bahamas. But yeah, I mean, I think it's more important to enjoy your everyday life than trying to make the most money. happiness is more important than money. Right? What? And kitchen. Okay, I'm going to be placing it. Yeah, let's place it like this. Does it need a door? Here you go. So that's how it is then. Let's remove these windows as well. So yeah, I don't know. It's a wall. It's a wallpaper. This is how it is. Let me rotate it. Yeah, I think it works, right? Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. The game itself actually is broken right now because I'm working on some stuff and I broke everything. The character is kinda stuck there. I think the pathfinding is broken right now, so she's forever doomed to stay in that one place. So that's that then. Let me close these. And yeah, let's leave them like there. Save this and let's move on to the floor tiles then. Oh yeah, today I'm not going to make another 3-hour stream like I did last week, I think. So today we'll see, maybe like 2 hours top. So like we're halfway there. Halfway done. Halfway home. But I don't really know what floor tiles to do. Oh yeah, what's going on here, for example? Why there are 4 versions of it? It's just 4 rotated angles of the floor tile. Yep, like Bon Jovi. That's kinda where my mind went, probably. But since I can't sing, I did not sing it. Does that make sense? Does it? Doesn't? I think I should start with this as a template. And put it somewhere over here. Is this the right place? Yep, seems to be. So now let's figure out what I actually want to make. Probably something wooden, maybe? Do any of you work in an office? What's the floor like in your office? Oh yeah, actually I saw some neat pictures of the Team 17 office the other day. I don't know where that was, but I thought they had an interesting wallpaper. I like it. I like this pattern. So maybe I should try and do that sort of stuff instead. And that was that. What else do they have? They also like this floor. It's interesting mix of like carpets and wood. So maybe something like this would work as well. And this carpet is nice. Yeah, maybe a green carpet. I should give that a try. What do you think? Wooden floor in my room. Yeah, I have sort of a wooden pattern in mine as well, but it's a lot darker than this one here. But we'll try some carpets first because those are easy. Those are going to be easy, I think. So like there's different ways I could do this. But I said it was easy, but is it though? I'm already overcomplicating it maybe. So what I'm trying to do is divide this tile in half. I think I already messed it up. Yeah, it should be like this. We'll see in a moment. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of colorful floor tiles right now. Should remove this and then it's half, I think. Yeah. So let's add another layer. Let's throw just some random green here. Let's copy paste that here. And put some other green. Now what I could do is try to make this top layer transparent. But this kinda looks weird now. Another thing I can try is make this selection hide the layer and make adjustments here. Let's put these to default. Let's see what hue. Nothing's happening. Oh yeah, because the layer is still the old one. Now let's try. Lightness. Hue. It's still kind of grayish. What about now? Whoa, freaky. It's kind of trippy like this. Must have been the mushrooms. This is going to be harder than I thought. Have to replace the colors one by one then maybe? Well, I could try this. I used this trick for the pizza I did a few weeks back. So take a photo, resize it to something smaller, maybe like this. And what do you know? There's no colors to pick from. And then Team 17 can sue me for copying their colors. You know, actually, Team 17 and me, we talked about this game a bit way back. But since I have a non-disclosure agreement with them, I can't go into specifics. Well, the end result though is that I did not end up signing a contract with them. But yes, one fun fact, in case you didn't know. NDA, yeah, NDAs. Some publishers ask you to sign NDAs before they'll talk to you even. Some publishers don't care until later stages, but yeah, some want you to sign them before anything. I'm usually not a fan of NDAs, but you know, yeah, I like to be open to people. I like to be able to talk about things. It's kind of sad not being able to talk about what happened. So how's this? Does this even look like a carpet now? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So what I want to do here is make it a bit darker. So there's like some sort of stripes. Yeah, we can try to fine tune these colors later. But for now, we'll live with it. I think that's my motto for everything. I live with it. You know, lose a hand, I live with it. You know, maybe get hit by a bus, I live with it. I mean, I'll try not to, yeah, but things happen. Wait, what is this color then? This one, I think. And now let's try this. No. Hue saturation. Actually, maybe it's fine. Just I feel a sneeze coming on. I'll take care of that in a moment. Whoops. I wanted to hide the camera, but I hit the chat instead. Known as that guy who made the game one-handed, worth losing a hand for, I'd say, I don't know. Probably not. I mean, there are better ways to market the game, I think, than losing a hand. But what do I know, right? At least give us a finger or two. I don't know what Twitch rules are for that. I mean, if I lowered one of these fingers right now, would it go against the rules? Yeah, selling fingers on eBay, huh? That being said, I've been kind of pushing back, or I don't know how. I haven't felt like dealing with it. like a month or few months ago even. I found some things in the local second-hand store that I found that would be worth some money on eBay. Like these plush toys. Oh, actually, I can show them. If you'll give me a moment. Oopsie daisies. But they're not right around here. No. I have to put my headphones back. I have these weird ones. Have to use these because they don't fall out of my ear like the normal ones do. My ears are non-standard size or something probably. But yeah, I found this Angry Birds plush, a small one. And this is a hockey bird. And apparently only like small amount of these were ever released for sale during the, what is it, Finland Sweden hockey world championship or something, I don't know, in year, what is it, 2012. So found this, and then I looked it up on eBay and saw that some guy is selling these this for $3,500, and I got it for 30 euro cents. So, you know, could make some profit. I don't think anyone would buy it for $3,500, but if even a little, then it's nice. But I never felt like actually making my eBay account and dealing with it. I have to clean it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's kind of dirty. So I have to clean it and then take pictures and all that, and then put it in the mail when it's bought, and it just seemed a hassle. But I'll do it eventually, and maybe earn myself a little Christmas present there, money wise, hopefully. Or if anyone was like watching this stream right now and is planning a heist of breaking in and stealing my extremely valuable Angry Birds, then I guess I'm screwed. Maybe I shouldn't have talked about it. So okay, where was I with the drawing then? I was about to make this part. I'm just gonna copy paste the colors again and then see. Rick and Morty had a heist episode last night. So should I be scared? I already have a baseball bat next to my bed, so you better watch out. And you could ask why? Why in the world would I have a baseball bat next to my bed? I'm just storing it there. And also don't ask too many questions. Oh yeah, I own a mini skateboard as well. I have it here somewhere. Here. Let me put it up. I made my first TikTok video also like a few weeks, or maybe a month ago, and I made a joke about this. But you'll have to look up that TikTok video if you want to know what it's about. Yeah. I did buy some other plush toys as well, but none of them are as valuable as this Angry Birds one. But still might be worth something. Although I think I screwed up with some of them. There's a few electronic ones, or like some that need batteries, and maybe the electronics in them are broken. So I don't think they'll be worth anything. So I don't know what to do with those. Take them back to the store maybe. I'll donate them back. So this one, I want to change the hue a bit. Maybe lightness. Let's see what it looks like. It's probably going to be awful. I don't have a good feeling about this, but let's try and tile it. Here we go, copy paste. APL is asking if I said at the store that the plush toys weren't for me when I bought them. You know, it did not come up. The store lady didn't ask. But sure, I mean, it can be a little bit embarrassing, of course. I mean, buying toys. Buying toys as a grown man, but screw it. They don't know me, I don't know them, so it's fine. It kinda looks like grass, doesn't it? Maybe I should... I don't even know what I should do. But I do think one thing I can try is make the pattern a little bit different here. Which way? Like this, I think. What I did now was fill this color here just in case I need this to make this selection again later. I don't know if it makes sense, but whatever. So now let's replace these colors here. Here maybe. This one. This here. This and this, right? Well, we'll see. Maybe I should have saved the copy of it as well. I'll keep it here, just in case. Dial here. So this way it should break up the pattern a little bit. I guess it's something. I mean, I could extend this part here, the lighter part, towards here, and then we can try some different colors as well. So to extend this, we'll pick these parts, this, that should be it. Wait, I think I have to start with the lighter colors in here though. Here. Then this. Then this. And this. Okay, let's see. And now the rest of the rows. Yeah, I haven't explained today what the lower part of it is. Just you can't actually see it in the game. I think in most of the cases at least. It's supposed to be like the the part between the ceiling and the floor. So like if you slice the building, then you'd get this part. But yeah, I think this pattern kind of works. But I do want to experiment with the colors. The green one maybe isn't a good choice for it after all. But I can play around with the hue and see what happens. It's trippy again. Maybe I should try it here instead, because this way I can see what it would look like in the game. Well, very psychedelic, you say? Ah, yes. It definitely is. Oh yeah, there's also something that I shared on Twitter the other day, but it's and Discord as well, but maybe some of you didn't see it. Let me take a screenshot of the game and put it on the screen. Actually, any screenshot would work, like this one, for example. The funny thing about isometric graphics is that if I flip it upside down, like this, then suddenly the image makes no sense. Somehow the brain doesn't understand what's going on anymore. It was a fellow Estonian game developer that noticed it, not me, but I then tried it out on my own game, and it's the same trippy effect. So yeah, and no trickery here, it's just the same image upside down. Yeah, I'm kinda stuck on this color thing though. Not sure how to do it. What I will probably have to do instead is to try and change the color of this part. Maybe. It kinda seems to conflict with the... That's not right. I don't know. I wanna try something different, just in case. I'll make a copy in case I need it later. So this part here. Like this, right? No. This way. So if I do these effects here, then what happens? I can show you another tool that I use sometimes, and maybe we can make use of it here. Adobe has this thing called Cooler. So let me drag it here, which helps to create color palettes. So what I can try and do is take one of these colors, maybe, I don't know, this one. Throw it in the engine here. Wait, I have to copy this hex code. I can copy paste this link as well in case someone wants to play around with it. I've just thought of something though. All these links I've only pasted in the Twitch chat, but not in the YouTube one. So, yeah, if anyone is watching this on YouTube later on, you can't see these links, then sorry. Post a comment in there somewhere, and maybe I'll post the links as a comment there if you're interested then. But yeah, let me switch around. So I guess one color we could try is this red here. What else is there? Shades. Yeah, this red pink might work. We'll see in a moment. Oh yeah, right. I copied it wrong. I have to copy this first and put it here. Yep. And now I can try and find colors for this red. Shades. Analog. Monochromatic. Probably these. Let's try. This for the light. Wait, I copied it wrong again. It's hard to keep this in mind. Paste it here, and now I can replace. And then this one. paste it here. Now fill this. Then this one, I guess. Paste it here. Like this. Now I need a few more colors. This one I haven't used it. Paste it here and here, I guess. Kinda looks, it might be too colorful, but I can switch it around later. I don't know, maybe put this here as well. Yeah, it's kind of too colorful right now. But maybe this hue stuff will help me with it. I'll take the saturation down, lightness down, hue to 0. Could also try I don't know, levels. I don't really know how to use this. Haven't used it much. And this kind of loses all the colors though. What else is there? There curves. What does this do? I mean, I kind of know what I want. I want to change the colors to be a little bit closer to each other. But I don't know what's like a good tool for it. Luminosity, RGB. I mean, I could do it just pixel by pixel or color by color manually, but that doesn't sound fun. Or I could do it like this maybe right now, but whoa. But then change the hue and saturation around. At the beginning I said carpets are going to be easy. There's nothing easy about this. Yeah, let's just do it manually then. Darn it. Darn me for not knowing things. Where are my drawing street smarts? I still don't like it. I don't know. Doesn't look like a carpet at all anymore. Just looks like, I don't know, red sand on green grass. It's a mystery. How does one make this? I mean, I could just give up and convert it into something else, because the pattern itself, I think, is fine. So if I made this like a wood pattern, then it would work. But I would still need carpets at some point as well, so I don't want to just give up. But okay, the red doesn't work, then what if I change the hue back to green? Then what happens? That's not right. Yeah, and I was planning to wrap up this stream in 5 minutes, but haven't even done anything yet. But you know, sometimes when I get stuck like this, it is better to stop and come back some other day with fresh eyes, right? Maybe you need a fresh brain instead. Yeah, actually this past weekend I played some board games with my friends that came over, and one of the games we played was Dead of Winter, which is like a co-op zombie game. So when you said fresh brains, you know, zombies and brains go together, like brains kind of way. So yeah, my brain must be rotten right now because of the zombies. No, but in addition to fresh brains, maybe I need more skills. So yeah, I'm gonna save this as it is right now. And I'm going to try. Wait, actually, this might be the best version of it yet. Did you loot the police station? Nah, I personally didn't. I looted the, let's see, I looted the gas station and the school, but some of the players looted the police station, yes. Have you played the game? It's actually a pretty neat game, I like it. And There aren't that many like co-op board games. I played some of the Eldritch. No, what's it called? Like the Eldritch horror or Cthulhu games that are also co-op based. So yeah. Oh, you own that game even. Nice. Another game that we played is one that I own myself, which is Cornwall, which is a little bit like what's the other game? Carcassonne, I think. But that was also nice. My brother won that one. You're talking about the Dead of Winter phone app then. I did not know about it. But we can't use the phone apps because not all the players would have smartphones. My brother doesn't have a smartphone, for example. And I only bought one recently. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's like broken as hell. I bought it on an auction for 20 euros. What's it called? It's the Samsung Galaxy something S7, I think. I don't know. I don't really know much about phones, but I bought it on an auction just so I can use some apps that I can't use on this old school Nokia that I use for calling. So yeah, you need one phone for all the players, you mean then? But how does that work? Because don't the players have hidden cards? I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, I'll save this as well, just in case. You pass the phone around. Oh. I didn't even think of that. Okay. So, what are the benefits of that? Over cards? Because isn't it nice to hold something in your hand? Or maybe if you lose some cards or they break, or I guess an option would be to, I don't know, make or print the board layout yourself and then get the app, and then you don't need to buy the game, I guess. But that's piracy. That's board game piracy, you know? It replaces the Crossroad deck. Does it replace it in a way that it has different kinds of cards then, or what? I'm not sure I understand that part. Because if it adds new gameplay elements, then I can get it. I mean, then I can understand what's the appeal. Okay, I get it. I mean, yeah, we can look into it sometime, I suppose. I don't own that game myself. The friends that came over, they brought it along, so yeah. But I can ask them about it. So, I think this is where we wrap up the stream for today. And let's see, next Monday is 2nd December. I'm not 100% sure that I'll be home then, but hopefully. I'll be away this weekend, and I don't know when I'll be back for sure yet, but I'll try to be back by Monday, and then the stream will be in the usual time. But thank you all for sticking around and watching this, and we'll hopefully see you again. Goodbye. Yes, goodbye. No, you hang up.